Welcome to the stream, everybody. We are live with the redo of the Season 1 Belgian and Italian Grand Prix tonight. Well, I'm going to try and fix this, but it is now time for the lights to go out at Spa for round 14 of the season number 1 Belgian Grand Prix with commentary from Anthony Davidson and David Croft. Make it to the end of the lap with the battery, and Giovinazzi is coming into the pit lane as we come through into the bus stop. Through the bus stop we go. As we come off the bus stop, DRS is going to be open. We're all over the place here. And we come to the line, and it is going to be good enough for last. Wow. What the fuck happened there? Alright, so we are starting dead last like we did last night. Alright, so here we go. Let's set it up for you. It is going to be most likely a 1 or 2 stop strategy. What's up, Murph man? So it's going to be probably a 2-stop strategy. Softs and mediums to intermediates, maybe a 3-stop. We may go back onto the intermediate tires at some point. It is up to 45 laps of fuel. The AI difficulty at 102 on the AI difficulty. Remember that. So here we go. Let's set it up for you. 105.6 kilograms of fuel on the in the tank, and we're all aligned. Green flag flying behind the field. As we get ready, can we finally get through the start phase without me getting pissed off? And here come the lights. Here we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. 5 lights are on now. And as the lights out, and away we go as we go to the outside, as we get alongside George Russell, as we come down ahead alongside Nicholas Latifi, as we got to back out here to Nicholas Latifi. George Russell dive bombs to the inside through La Source, and we're on the outside off of La Source, staying in Rich Mix and Hot Lap as we're right alongside Alex Albon, and we got to struggle and filter in behind the Red Bull as we drop back into P21 here and up through Radion, and holy shit, and there goes Jack Hicken is out of the Grand Prix as he went flying at Radion.
Virtual safety car
deployed. So the virtual safety car has been deployed. Hold it there. Virtual safety car has been deployed on lap 1. Wow, that was insanity. I wanted to see a full replay of that wreck because that was spectacular. So we're up into P19. Yes.
Dropped out of the race.
Yeah, because he wrecked through Radion. Like I said, 102 difficulty.
VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta
on the AI here as we get ready to go back to green flag race it, and we're back on. Here we go. Trying to get to the inside of the Alfa Romeo Giovinazzi, and we come up through, as we come through Paul Freire on the run down to Blanchimont for the first time. Alex Albon right on us here, trying to take us back to P20 as Antonio Giovinazzi goes to the inside through Blanchimont on George Russell as we make our way through Blanchimont, and we're going to try to get up ahead of the Williams car as we come into the bus stop, getting right on the back of the Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi. We come and finally finish the first lap of the Grand Prix. The flashback number 1 comes on lap 2. We're a lot better than we were last night. As George Russell, Giovinazzi battling out up through Rouge and Radion as we come to the outside, trying to get a run on George Russell, and we're going to get along the inside of George Russell on the run down to Lacombe, and we're going to outbreak the Williams, get it done, and we're into P18 ahead of George Russell. And I never thought I'd be celebrating P18 as we come in, and here comes George Russell to the inside, and we're way out wide through Rivarge, and George Russell gets the job back done. Here comes Alex Albon, and we push them out wide at no name. I'm gonna make sure we got a whole brand new power unit in the car, trying to defend from Alex Albon. Albon hitting us in the gearbox from behind. And Lewis Hamilton 46.4, fastest lap of the Grand Prix for Alex Albon. Has one retirement so far. It was our teammate Jack Aiken who went flying off through a rouge.
Okay, DRS is now available.
The DRS going to be open on George Russell. We're a little bit closer than we were, but we still went sliding around. What up, prototype dude? DRS is open on George Russell. Russell to the inside to defend into Lacombe. And we got to squeeze him to the inside. It's wheel-to-wheel battle through Lacombe. And we still squeeze them and we get it done. And we're into P18 ahead of the young Williams driver. So it's a half a second to George Russell behind as we come back down through a rouge. And we make our way back up. Oh my God, I'm just all over the place. Exceeded track limits there because I'm all over the place. 4/10 of the gap. George Russell making a run on the run down to Lacombe. I'm all over the place through a rouge. I just can't seem to put the car in the right spot.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
So the rain is already inbound. It's 0.8 of a second the gap to George Russell behind. So if we want to get a little bit, extend this gap to George Russell, we got to do it now before the rain comes. Just like it was supposed to come last night. I've had 2 flashbacks. Because one was because the AI liked to brake, 100 miles from the corner, and the other one is because I was sliding through a rouge. But Albon to the outside through the Fania chicane. We push him out wide a little bit, and we stay ahead, but it's not going to stay that way. I think we got to just let Albon go by, pull away from the Williams. Let Albon go by. So there we go. Come on, just the fucking... And George Russell closer than he was before as we come up through a rouge and into Radion, sliding a little bit through Radion. One retirement so far in the first 11 laps of this Grand Prix, as it was our teammate Jack Aiken, who went absolutely flying sideways through a rouge and wrecked out of it. So George Russell, I do not want Williams to get in front of us here as we come down into the bus stop chicane. Double proximity arrows. I don't know if he's starting to get ready to make a stop or not, as it's a Mercedes 1-2, Ferrari in third. I'm going to take a look and see.
Russell is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old. We think they've got...
So they're on a one-stop strategy as well. So I don't know why he's so damn fast. Trying to save on the battery power here. Double proximity arrows from George Russell. George Russell to the outside on the run into the bus stop chicane as we're fighting for best of the worst here. But Grosjean is 11 seconds up the freaking road. Jesus Christ. God, we're just so far off of everybody else. I don't know if that's just the car or my AI level is just so high right now for me.
Grosjean is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 11.4 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:51.1. We're gaining by about 9/10 a lap. Keep it up.
So we're gaining on Grosjean 9/10 of a lap to Grosjean here. So we're not really losing anything considering that we're looking like Jeff's saying we're gaining some good time on them. I have to try and think, what do we want to do?
Okay, gap ahead is
Charles Leclerc 46.1, fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We continue to gain on Romain Grosjean in front, 11.3 of the gap to the Haas. And pit stops, I think, are going on. Yes, they are. As oh shit, one of the McLarens is in. I think one of the Renaults is in as well. And maybe we are going to have to make a stop. And it looks like one of the Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon is in.
Is dropping back by about 3/10.
Pierre Gasly's in to go onto a set of hard tires. And the two Williams cars are ahead of the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri. So these tires could go to a maximum of lap 19. Just trying to figure out what we want to do as far as tires go.
Push the tires too hard, you're probably losing some grip at this point.
So we're up into P17. Tires, left side tires are good to go still. Surface temperatures just getting below intermediate temperature. So we roll the dice and pit and wait to go on to the inters.
We're still on the right tires for the time being.
I don't think we can pit. Well, I don't think we can go to the inters for a while. I think we're going to have to come in.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
Yeah, I don't think they are either, Jeff. We got a while yet. We're going to go ahead and come in. We're going to actually... Oh, shit.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Soft tires.
Roger that. Soft tires at the next pit stop.
So we're actually going to put on another set of softs instead of going on to another set of I can't remember his name. I can't remember the quote. The dude that was awful. I can't remember his name. 3-second pit stop.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
And the DRS gets disabled. Jeff has not come in on the horn for intermediates yet.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
So Albon right on us here on the run down the Camel Straight. And here he goes to the inside. Here's Alex Albon. Are we going to be able to... He's gone by us. And it is... And now you want us to come in for inters. You piece of fucking horseshit, man. And then you don't even say to come in for inters. There's a huge glitch in this game this year. Should I have gone on to inters? Yes. It's going to stop raining in 10 minutes. You don't know if you should come in or not. Like, it's going to stop raining in 10 minutes, and it's just enough to ruin our race. And then the glitch, again, this year is awful, where they don't even put you on a good tire strategy. What up, Georgia?
Exit
I'm trying my best. So we're already super far behind.
Last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So 13.8 is the gap to the car in front. 14 seconds now. We're already about to go complete lap down. Then the driver faster than Russell and Latifi and even Alex Albon. But and the DRS is re-enabled, and we're not going to get lucky here.
Check your MFD for a new strategy
So
option.
the two Williams are going to come in first.
Confirmed.
And we're going to be on a set of soft tires. So Latifi pits. Flags of death coming from the Mercedes as the Mercedes continues on. Halfway through, and we're already going to be a freaking lap down here. So here we go. We're on to the softs to the end. Hoping we can get within pit stop range of George Russell by the time he makes a stop, as he's just now coming up through Fonya Chicane and through Stavolo and Paul Freire. So George Russell just now coming out of the pit lane. And now it's a battle for not being P last. DRS is going to be open thanks to...
We're not racing the car behind. Let them pass.
Thanks to Valtteri Bottas. And I think we're beyond DRS range right now. Pierre Gasly onto a set of medium tires, but he's 38 seconds up the road, but we are P last. 102 on the difficulty. Horrible pit strategy on my part. I should have just waited and came in on the intermediate tires. It's completely my fault. I made the decision, but also Jeff could have helped me out a little bit, and he didn't.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tire.
And it's Daniel Kvyat, and the safety car has been deployed. The safety car has been deployed, and the race has been saved. Absolutely never does the safety car come out when I need it to. And the safety car has been deployed on lap 33. We're going to be coming in to put on a new set of soft tires. We only got to worry, we're going to have to let everybody by. That's going to be the problem here, is we're last on track. But we will let everybody by, and the key is get by the damn Williams cars when they let everybody by. So that's going to be key as well. So this is going to be very interesting here indeed. As we get ready to go through the bus stop we go. Green flag is going to be waving, and back we go to green flag racing here at Spa. And we stay in standard and medium as everybody is coming from behind here. Is going to try and let everybody by. I think that's the last one. All right. Wow, we're even a lap down from Roman Grosjean. Jesus Christ. All right, we're 10. That cost us 10 seconds because of the damn blue flags. So will the two Williams cars get 5-second penalties because they have not even come close to letting all the traffic by? Not even close. It's 10 seconds the gap as Grosjean is pulling away from us now. 7-3 of the gap to George Russell now. 6-3 of the gap to George Russell now. And he's finally letting them by here. Could we actually not finish P last here in this Belgian Grand Prix as he's finally letting them by. And now the two Williams are fighting it out in front. And it's almost a second the gap to the two Williams cars as George Russell, I think, squeezed his teammate out wide. We had to not get into the fight there too much as we come down into the Fagnes chicane here. Through the Fagnes chicane we go. And now the two Williams cars. It looks like George Russell fighting with Roman Grosjean here. And we're out of battery power already. And Latifi gets by Grosjean. And George Russell back ahead of Roman Grosjean. They're going to get blue flagged again. We get on the curves a bit. So they're going to get re-blue flagged. I'm going to kind of just hold back a bit. DRS is going to be open as we come to the line, and Latifi, I believe, has DRS on his teammate. It is just an absolute fiasco of a situation here in the final moments of this Grand Prix. We're backing up a little bit through the roofs. Do not want to go side by side. We come up into Radion. We go to the inside, onto the Camel Straight. DRS is going to be open on the run down the Camel Straight. We're on the outside of Nicholas Latifi to not be P last here. in this Grand Prix. We go to the outside through Lacombe, and he hits us into the side pod. Did not give us a car's width, but we get the job done, and we're into P19. Go, Grosjean! And here comes Nicholas Latifi to the inside on the run through Blanchimont. And we're into the slipstream on the Haas as we come down through Blanchimont, trying to let Grosjean back by. And we come into the bus stop. We're going to brake early for Grosjean. We're going to get DRS off the Haas. That Ferrari engine is absolutely horrendous. DRS is going to be open. We come to the line, and there's 3 laps remaining. 3.6 seconds is the gap to George Russell in front. But at this point, I'll be happy with not finishing in last on track. We go to the line, we're on to the final lap of the race. It's going to be more interesting at the top of the point standings. We can actually chat a little bit during practice tonight, as I haven't been able to talk with you guys very much during the race because of super tiny ass text. I haven't been able to see. As Valtteri Bottas wins the Belgian Grand Prix, and the championship gets a little bit more interesting. Sebastian Vettel finishes second, Charles Leclerc in third, as Lewis Hamilton will finish in fourth, and Max Verstappen in fifth. It's been a disappointing race as we go to 102 on the AI difficulty. We start from P last with a brand new power unit, and we come home. We could have been higher with a better rain pit strategy, but we finish in P19 as we head off to Monza.
Take care of the car on the way in.